and welcome to your happy birthday yoga class. My name is Frances and I'm going to be taking you through the 60-minute yoga practice today, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to work on our strength, flexibility, and balance, so there's a little bit of everything for everyone. Now I'm going to give some pregnancy options throughout the class today, but also listen to your body and make any modifications you need to, especially if you're coming back from an injury or just have limited mobility. There's going to be a lot of options, so again, listen to your body and take what's best for you. It's your birthday, so everything should be amazing and should feel amazing in your body. So once you're ready, we're actually going to start the class today on our bellies. Pregnancy option, you're going to start in child's pose instead. So when you're ready, let's come on down. So as we make our way down to our belly, or again, pregnancy option, child's pose, especially if you're in your second or third trimester, you want to create space for your baby. Now here we can cross the arms, rest our forehead on top. And as we settle in, you can close your eyes, relax your jaw, and start to bring focus to your breath, breathing softly. And allowing your mind to relax. Any thoughts you're holding on to, let's put them aside. As we take this time to connect to your mind, body, and breath. Once you feel ready, you can open your eyes, lift your forehead. We're going to begin as we start to warm up the spine and build some upper body strength into the shoulders and triceps. Pregnancy option at this point, you're going to set up a tabletop position and come into your cat and cow. So for everyone else, let's bring our hands to our mat just under shoulders and then just slightly further back so they're closer into the sides of the ribs. We spread our fingers and draw those elbows and upper arms in nice and tight. Now feel free to keep your lower body relaxed. So we're really putting 100% of the work into the upper body. And as you stay connected with your breath, on the inhale, you're going to press through your palms and fingers and press up to baby cobra. So you're coming up halfway or maybe less. Then here, as we exhale, nice and easy, lower all the way back down. Smooth movement. Inhale, press and lift, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, and then exhale. Now, if you feel your body squeezing those glutes and taking over for the upper body, see if you're able to relax them a bit more. Might not be able to lift as high, and that's okay. Really want to get those upper body muscles working here. The legs do a lot of work naturally already. And if you're doing this right, you're definitely feeling it in those triceps. So keep squeezing those elbows in nice and tight so they don't start to wing out. We got a few more like this. Pregnancy option, keeping with that cat and cow, warming up the spine, just like how we're doing here in Cobra, bringing the spine into extension. So make sure that feels comfortable for your back. Now next time we're going to inhale, press up to that baby cobra and hold. See how this feels for your body. The option as well is to come to upward dog. Keep pushing through the hands, engage the legs nice and strong, and as the arms straighten, chest opens and the lower body lifts up off your mat. Now from here, let's all curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. So now we're going to flow into our sun salutations. We're going to continue to warm up our body, get our blood circulating, and build that upper body strength. So at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look between your hands, and step the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. Now bend your knees as much as needed as you set your hands for plank. We're going to step back to plank, draw the abdominals in, and to begin with, lower to knees. We have a double chaturanga today to strengthen those triceps. So maintaining straight spine, we're going to be halfway down to chaturanga, not cobra, chaturanga. Now from here, press back up to that plank. Once again, you're coming down into that chaturanga halfway. Now pregnancy option dog tilt. Everyone else, feel free to come all the way down and curl toes. Inhale again to that cobra, unless that spine's ready for more. Option for that upward dog instead. Now let's curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. Here we tilt our tailbone up towards the ceiling and continue to push the legs back. Again, for your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, look between your hands, and step your feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. And let's bend our knees, set those hands for plank, either step or we have the option to hop back to plank. Lots of options today. You can lower to knees, greater upper body strength options, stay on the toes, keeping good form, straight body, coming halfway down, don't collapse, and then press back up to plank. Make sure those elbows are snug. Again, coming down to chaturanga. Now your choice, coming all the way down to cobra or stay hovered on curled toes, then inhale to upward dog. Now let's curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. Here we spread our fingers, firmly press them down into our mat, and nod our chin in towards our chest. And at the end for your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. One more time, exhale, spine, side forward. Let's set those hands for plank. Either step or hop back to plank. Knees or toes, choice is yours. Coming down to chaturanga, then press back up to plank. Again, coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So you can start to acknowledge how your body's feeling today. Making sure to listen to your body. If you ever need to rest, you can sit back in a child's pose. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, look between the hands, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, mountain pose. Now we're going to be coming into intense pose. Pregnancy option, you can take your feet a little bit wider to your comfort. So pull the belly in, bend the knees, and sit back. Arms up alongside your ears, reaching out through the fingertips. So feel that weight into the heels. Heart is lifted as you look straight ahead. So now we're starting to warm up the lower body, glutes and thighs. Now let's exhale, spine, side forward. Set our hands for plank. Either step or hop back to plank. Knees or toes, coming down to chaturanga, then press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now coming to airplane, we're going to inhale, bend our knees, and take right foot through into lunge. Set your lunge, then inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up to a straight line shoulder height. Draw your abdominals in, push off, and find balance on the right foot. Your arms and legs are straight, reach out through your fingers and toes. Now if more is needed, we can aim to bring our body parallel to the floor. Nice long spine. Noticing how our balance is today. Just doing our best and having some fun. Now we're going to be taking this into floating half moon. So keep your right foot grounded. You're going to open up. Left side. Open your hips and chest. Try to keep those arms in a straight line as right fingers reach towards the floor. Left fingers reach up to the ceiling. This is where we really start to get into our core strength and support and stabilize. Now making our way back to the airplane, squaring off the hips. Once again, hold here. Now making your way back to your lunge. Let's lean forward. Set those hands for plank. Take a right leg back to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now we'll inhale, bend our knees and take a left foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Then inhale, lift your heart. Sweep the arms up to that straight line, shoulder height. Once again, to airplane. Draw the abdominals in. Push off. Find balance on your left foot. Arms and legs straight. Reach out through the fingers and toes. We need a bit more. Tip forward. Then we aim to bring our body parallel to the floor. What will help you with your balance today is focus and concentration. Now taking this into floating half moon, keep that left foot where it is and revolve open towards the right side. Open your hips and chest. Arms in a straight line. Left fingers reach towards the floor. Right fingers reach up to the ceiling. Keep pulling that tummy tight, squeezing glutes. All those core muscles working here. Your back and shoulders working as well. Now making our way back to airplane, squaring off the hips. Yep, you can take your time. And holding here. Now making our way back to our lunge. Let's lean forward, set our hands for plank. Take a left leg back to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So start to feel now that warmth filling in your body. And making sure to listen to your body. If you ever need to rest, you can sit back in a child's pose. At the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, mountain pose. Once again, draw the belly in, bend the knees and sit back. Arms up alongside your ears, reaching through the fingertips. Now your choice, you want to put more work into the legs, bend the knees and sit lower into that imaginary chair. Just make sure heart stays lifted. Good posture, good alignment. And breathing. Now let's exhale, spine side forward. Set our hands for plank, either step or hop back to plank again. If you need at any point, lower to those knees. Coming down to chaturanga, press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, bend our knees, take right foot through into lunge. Set your lunge, then inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up, straight line, shoulder height. Draw the abdominals in, push off into airplane. We need more, tip forward, and parallel to the floor. Now let's revolve open to floating half moon. Now making our way back to our airplane, squaring off the hips. Now making your way back to your lunge. Lean forward, set your hands for plank. Take right leg back to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, bend our knees. Take the left foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Then inhale, lift your heart. Sweep the arms up. Straight line, shoulder height. Draw the abdominals in. Push off into airplane. Or is it feet and tip forward. Come parallel to the floor. And let's revolve open to floating half moon. A little bit of balance work for today. It's good to work on balance though. Let's keep a nice strong core center. And making our way back to our airplane, squaring off the hips. And making your way back to your lunge, lean forward, set your hands for plank. Take the left leg back to plank, coming down to chaturanga. Rest back up to plank, coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. At the end for your next exhalation, come up onto your toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, mountain pose. How about one more time? Belly in, bend the knees and sit back. Arms up alongside your ears and reach through the fingers and sit a little bit lower. Now let's exhale, spine side forward. Set our hands for plank, either step or hop back to plank. Coming down to chaturanga, make sure those elbows are in. Press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend our knees, take right foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up, straight line, shoulder height. And push off into airplane. And let's open up the floating half moon. And making your way back to airplane. Now making your way back to your lunge. Lean forward, set your hands for plank. Take right leg back to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Press back up to plank. Pulling that tummy in tight. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees, take the left foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up, straight line, shoulder height. And push off into airplane. And let's open up the floating half moon. And making your way back to airplane. Now coming back to your lunge, lean forward, set your hands for plank. Take the left leg back to plank. Last time here, coming down to chaturanga. Press back up to plank. Coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the end for your next exhalation, come up onto your toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop your feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, down to bows. Wonderful. Now that we're really fully warmed up, we're going to be moving into our standing poses as we work on strength and balance for a little bit longer. We're going to be coming into Warrior 3, followed by Dancer's Pose. So we're going to be balancing on one foot for a little bit longer than we're used to. So you can stay facing in front of your mat. Pull your abdominals in for core stability. To Warrior 3, we're going to bring the arms up alongside our ears, shoulder width, reaching through the fingertips. You're going to keep your right foot grounded and extend the left leg behind. Legs straight, foot flexed, hips are square facing forward. Now, if more is needed, you can tip forward from the hips. Aim to bring your body parallel to the floor. Just like airplane, one straight line, reaching out, finding that focus. Taking this into Dancer's Pose. So you're going to point the toes and sweep the left arm back. As you bend your left knee, that hand's going to get the inside of the foot, so thumbs on the sole. And with the strength of your back and glutes, you're going to start to lift your foot and chest up towards the ceiling. Raise that right arm and look straight ahead. Oh yes, a tricky transition for our core strength. Sometimes it's fun to play around with our strength, especially as we get stronger. Keep breathing. Now keep using that strength. We're going to be hinging up to standing. From here, hang and release lower foot and release your right arm down. How about we try that on the other side now? So Warrior 3, arms back up alongside our ears, reaching through the fingertips. Keep your left foot grounded and extend the right leg behind. Legs straight, foot flexed, hips square. More as needed, tip forward and come parallel to the floor. Try not to round the back, maintain that long spine, lift the arms a bit higher, working to the upper back and shoulders. As we take this into Dancer's Pose, you're going to point the right toes and sweep the right arm back. As the right knee bends, that right hand grabs a hold of the inner part of the foot. So thumb on the sole. That strength and flexibility, lift our foot and chest up towards the ceiling, raise the left arm, and look straight ahead. And from here, we're going to hinge up, hang to release, lower foot, and release the left arm down. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves into the center of our mat for Goddess Pose. So you can take your feet wide apart, toes turned out on an angle, hands to prayer at your heart center. Now bend your knees and open them out wide, sinking into a wide plie. So as you actively press the knees open, feel those outer glutes activating. Getting stronger. Inner thighs and groin, heart is lifted. Look straight ahead. Breathe it here. Your choice if you want to add the element of balance, you can lift the heels and come up onto the balls of your feet. It's okay if you want to keep the heels down today. We have already done quite a bit of work for balance. especially that standing balance. Now lower your heels down, squeeze your glutes, come up to standing, and release from that prayer. Pivot your feet so toes face forward. Now let's step our feet in together. We have one more pose that will work on balance, and this is an arm bounce, so we're going to be on our hands coming into crow. Now pregnancy option instead, your choice, coming to a Hindi squat instead, if the arm balance is a little much for your body at this point. Okay? For those of you that are coming to crow, feel free to face forward to the front of your mat. Your feet are going to be wide, just like how you would have them for a Hindi squat. So wider than shoulder, a little wider than shoulders or shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees and come on down and set your hands. Your hands are into your mat, shoulder width apart, and they're definitely a few inches in front of your toes. We spread our fingers, good solid foundation through the hands. We're now going to be putting that tricep and shoulder strength to work here and all those core muscles. So as your abs pull in tight, lift the heels, come up to the balls of your feet. You're going to bend your elbows straight back all the way till you feel your knees touching your upper arms. You want to create that connection. Now chin stays up the entire time. Lean your body weight forward, so knees coming to the upper arms. Keep onto the balls of feet and keep those hands grounded. So if crow is new to you, I suggest staying here today to get a feel for that pose, feeling that weight into the hands, getting that alignment. And if you're not new to crow, go ahead and lift your right foot. Just the one. I'll let you know when to switch to the other side. But if you're not new to crow, we'd like to come to the full pose today. You're going to lift both feet, and you're going to bring big toes in to touch. Keep squeezing the elbows in, abs in, chin is up. Yes, a fun pose to practice as we build up that upper body strength. Your right foot is up, switch now to the left side. Now if your toes are up, we're going to come back down onto the balls of the feet. And then from here, lower those heels down. Push through the feet, let's come up to standing. Make our way back to mounting pose. So in front of your mat, feet together. Lengthen your body, lift your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. Let's set our hands for plank. Either step or hop back to plank. Pregnancy option, you're going to sit up at tabletop. Everyone else, exhale, chaturanga. Take it all the way down. Uncurl the toes and stretch your arms forward. Last bit of strength work is here to build a nice strong backside. So pregnancy option, pointer pose, right arm and left leg, and I'll let you know when to switch the side. Everyone else, Superman or Superwoman, draw your abdominals in, squeeze your buttocks. You're going to lift your arms, legs, and chest and reach out through the fingers and toes. Reach, reach, reach. Feel that energy and breathe it here. Now with that pregnancy option, switch your arm and leg. Find that length, keep reaching. Wonderful, release that down. How did that feel? How about we do that one more time? And I promise, this is it for strength work. After this, we are going to stretch and relax. I know we're looking forward to that. So let's get ready. Superman, Superwoman, pregnancy option, that tabletop. Draw your abdominals in, squeeze the buttocks, lift arms, legs, and chest, reach out to the fingers and toes. You can do this. Feel that energy, feel that strength in your body. Think of how amazing you're going to feel after today's class. Pregnancy option, switch your arm and leg. Wonderful work, nice and easy. Release that down. You can relax your back and abdominals. Pregnancy option, you can push back to child's pose. Now just start to stretch your body here. If you're on your belly, we're going to come to wheel of life. If you're in child's pose, feel free to bring yourself eventually up to your heels and come up into a nice chest opener. Now for wheel of life, you can open your right arm out, straight line, shoulder height, palm into the floor. Make sure that arm is shoulder height, no higher or lower. You're going to have your left hand to your mat on your left shoulder. And as you push through that left hand, you're going to roll onto the right side of your body, keeping that right arm and hand where it is. Feel free to rest the side of your head down if it touches. And you can take your top leg, bend the knee, and step that foot over. So you're going to feel that stretch into the right pec and shoulder. So opening down the front of the body, good stretch. And if you have more flexibility in this area of your body, you can take this pose further. Keep pushing through that left hand, roll all the way to your lower back. Okay, if your lower back is grounded, you can bend the other knee as well. So both knees bent, both feet grounded. And if you're really open here, take that left arm all the way behind. Feel the fingers touch. Again, we don't want to slide the right arm down. Keep it up. And when we eventually feel the fingers touch, you can go ahead and interlace the fingers and squeeze shoulder blades in together. Greater opening for the chest and shoulders. Definitely something to work up towards with practice. So get that stretch wherever you are today with this pose. Make it feel good. Fingers can release. You can bring that right arm or left arm back up and around. Roll to the side of the body and make your way back onto your belly where you started. Right hand to your mat underneath right shoulder. Again, pregnancy option, that child's pose, or again, sitting onto the heels, stretching the chest. So as we go to the other side, that left arm opens at straight line shoulder height, palm into the floor. You can push through that right hand, roll onto the left side of your body. You can rest the side of your head down. Maybe take that top leg, bend the knee, step that foot over. So now you're going to feel that stretch into the left pec and shoulder. If you need a deeper stretch, keep pushing through the right hand, roll all the way to your lower back. If the back of your pelvis is fully grounded, then you can bend your other leg as well. So both knees bent, both feet into the floor. Okay? You don't want to force it, be kind to your shoulders. We're all the way open here with the knees bent, then you can take that other arm behind, see if you're able to interlace the fingers. So straight, squeezing shoulder blades together. It's a very deep stretch, but a good one for your posture. So this can be a tough one if you sit at a desk all day, rounded shoulders. But this is the kind of stretches and poses you want to practice to help open everything back up. If we're always rounding forward over a desk, that causes a lot of back, neck, and shoulder pain. So if you feel that discomfort, again, this is one of the poses that you want to work into in practice. Maybe feeling a stretching to the spine as well. Bit of rotation happening here. Those fingers are interlaced and your pelvis is rounded. Fingers release, you can bring that right arm back up and around, hand into your mat. Slowly roll to the side of the body. And from here, making your way back to your belly where you started. We'll come to our child's pose. So as you press your hands and knees, push your buttocks back. Feet together, knees nice and wide. Sit back to your heels and rest your forehead down to your mat. You can close your eyes. Relax and restore. time, you can open your eyes, lift your forehead, and slowly walk the hands in and bring yourself up to sitting onto the heels. Now, if this doesn't work for your ankles or knees, come to another seated position of your choice. It could be with just your legs stretched forward or sitting with the legs crossed. You can reposition yourself here to where you feel comfortable. Now, as we sit nice and tall, chest proud, shoulders relaxed, and close your eyes if you like, and let's stretch our neck. Begin as you tilt right ear to right shoulder. Now let's tilt left ear to left shoulder. Bring your head back to center. Nod your chin down, stretch through the back of your neck. Slowly rock your head from side to side. Release any stiffness or tension to be found. Again, you can nod your chin down. Now let's lift our chin, stretch through the throat. You can open your eyes. Let's get off our heels. We're going to slide the legs forward. And let's continue to work into our flexibility. Seated forward bend. Come up to the sitting bones. Legs straight, feet flexed. Now if you have a yoga strap and it's needed, you can bring that around the soles of your feet. Or you can lean forward, see if you're able to take the hands and grab a hold. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, forehead towards toes. So feeling that stretch into the calves, hamstrings, lower back. Pregnancy option if needed. You can take your feet and legs wider apart. So you can come back up, sit nice and tall. So we take this into a seated twist. So you can take your right leg, cross it over, foot into your mat. So we lengthen our spine. Pregnancy option, you're going to twist the other way and take this into an open twist. Everyone else, closed twist. Right hand behind into your mat. Left arm crosses over as you press into your thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Through your waist, upper back and neck. Stretch your eyes and look over your shoulder. Now there's also the option to take this into a bind. So if we're feeling really flexible in through the spine, chest and shoulders, that right arm comes all the way around towards left thigh, and the left arm weaves through underneath that right leg as we clasp the hands together. cross that right leg, stretch it forward. Other side. Take your left leg, cross it over, foot into your mat, grab a hold of your shin, lengthen spine. Pregnancy option, that open twist. Everyone else, let's close that twist. Left hand behind into our mat for support. Right arm crosses over as we press into that thigh. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist. Through the waist, upper back and neck. Stretch your eyes, look over your shoulder. So every time you inhale, sit a bit tall. Every time you exhale, twist a bit deeper. Great for the internal organs and improving your digestive system. And if you like to come into that point today, take that left arm, bring it around towards that right thigh, and that right arm weaves through underneath the left leg as you clasp your hands together. Working your way onto the forearms. Maybe sliding the hands forward, lowering your entire belly, chesting forehead down to your neck. Lift your forehead, walk the hands back in as we sit tall. Take this into a side bend. So you're going to bend your right knee, bring that heel to your groin. You can take that left hand onto shin or maybe grabbing a hold of your foot. Now open your chest. Sweep that right arm up alongside your ear. Or you can bend that elbow down to your shin. Keep open your heart, maybe look up to the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch along the side of the body. Lat and oblique. Really got those obliques working today. And a floating half moon. And as you look forward again, make your way back up, release the arm down. Other hand can release. You can stretch that right leg out. And bend your left knee. Bring that heel into groin. Right hand onto shin or grabbing a hold of the foot. Chest is open. Sweep that left arm up alongside your ear. Again, reach, feeling that stretch. Bending that elbows down to the shin. Open your heart, look to the ceiling. Forward, make your way back up, release the arm down, and you can stretch that left leg back out. Now how about we stretch in through the outer hips and glutes. Slide your legs together, and let's sit up for hero. The legs straight, toes pointed. You can take your right leg, cross it over the left. Going for more, you can bend your right knee, so the knee faces forward, heel tucks into the side. If you're really open through the hips today, and those glutes, bend your left knee as well. So both knees are stacked facing forward and both heels are tucked into the side. Let's sit evenly, nice and tall, and let's stretch those triceps. We really got those working today, didn't we? As we reach the right arm up, touch the spine. Keep that elbow facing up to the ceiling. You can have that left hand on elbow. Elbow helps too. We use that hand to help tilt it up. And there's the option of bind. So again, if we're feeling really flexible in the shoulders, that left hand comes behind reach. Clasp the hands. Continue to sit tall. Lower arms. How about we lean forward, hands into our mat. Feel a deeper stretch into the lower body, opening up the lower back. If you like, you can even walk the hands forward. Lower belly, chest, and forehead. Walk the hands back in, uncross the legs, slide forward, a little shake, and let's set up for the other side. So with the legs straight, toes pointed, you can take your left leg, cross it over the right. Going further, bend that left knee, knee faces forward, heel tucked into the side. Full hero, bend your right knee as well. Both knees stacked, both heels tucked into the side. Sit evenly. Once settled, let's add in that tricep stretch. You're gonna reach the left arm up, down your back, touch the spine. Right hand on elbow, elbow tilts up to the ceiling. And if you're coming into that bind, right hand behind reach, grab a hold of your fingers, clasp the hands. And keep that elbow facing up so you don't lose that tricep stretch. Now hands to release, lower arms. Let's lean forward, hands into our mat. That deeper stretch into the lower body. We need more, walk the hands forward. Lower belly, chest, and forehead. Lift your forehead, walk hands back in, across the legs, sliding forward, and give them that little shake. From here, we're going to turn ourselves and face side on. Now remember that Superman, Superwoman, and remember most importantly, like I said, this is it for strength. I lied. Last minute of strength work. We're going to be coming to boat pose. In Superman, Superwoman, we were strengthening the back portion of the body. This time we're going to strengthen the front. Very important that we counterbalance the body so we're strong on both sides. So as we set up for our boat pose, you're going to bend your knees, have your feet into your mat. Pregnancy option, feet and knees nice and wide. Everyone else, feel free to have your feet in and knees pressing together. Now pull your belly in towards spine, engage those abdominals, and tilt back on an incline, 45-degree angle. Your arms are going to reach ahead. And see how you feel with this. If you need more today, go ahead and lift the feet, shins parallel to the floor, balance in a tray of fancy birthday cocktails. Or maybe extending the legs all the way up, pointing those toes up to the ceiling. Keep reaching ahead, heart lifted, breathe. Really feel those lower abdominals working here, the transverse. Of course, those rectus abdominals are working as well. That's through the center. Now hands can grab hamstrings, lower feet. Use your strength to come on up. How did that feel? We felt that, right? We feel warmth building once again in our bodies. Let's do that just one last time, and then we're going to roll down. So feet and knees together, belly in, lean back on that incline, reach the arms ahead. Again, for more, go ahead, lift the feet, or extend the legs. Now hands grab hamstrings, bend the knees, lower feet. Use that strength to come on up, and use that same strength to roll down to your back. If you don't got enough room behind you, bring yourself slightly further ahead. As the arms reach ahead, you're going to round the spine and slowly roll down. Feel that strength you have in your body, that core strength to control and support. Once you come down all the way, you can relax your abdominals. You can draw knees to chest, hug them in and rock side to side. Massage your lower back. And let's give one last stretching opening to the front of our body. Two options, bridge or wheel. Let's start as we set our feet into our mat, hip width apart, ankles in line with knees, toes point straight ahead. And as you squeeze your buttocks, push your feet, lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. So here in bridge, if you like, you can slide those arms and interlace the fingers, arms straight. You can wiggle around a little bit to get yourself right up to the upper arms and shoulders by squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting that pelvis, deepening that stretch, get that extension into the spine. Now your choice is stay here or come to wheel instead. For wheel pose, come down from that bridge, set your hands into your mat alongside ears with the elbows facing up to the ceiling. With your hands and feet firmly grounded, you can squeeze your buttocks, push your hands and feet. You can start by coming up on top of your head, and when ready, you're going to push all the way up to the ceiling. You can stretch your throat, look down between the palms of your hands. If you decide to come to wheel and you do come down slowly and safely on top of your head. You can tuck your chin in, lower your back, and head down. And if you're still in bridge, release the fingers and tuck your upper arms and shoulders and slowly roll it down. Once we come down, we can draw knees to chest, hug them in, rock side to side, and massage that lower back. Move now into our relaxation and meditation. It's a pregnancy option. You don't want to be on your back for too long, so if you like, you can always come to a fetal position or back into a seated position of your choice. And then you can lower your feet down to your mat, slide the legs forward, a little bit further apart. Arms shoulders down from your ears. Always gaze up to the ceiling. Settle in. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Letting go. One more. Deep inhale. And then exhale. Relax. You can close your eyes. Soften your eyelids. And relax your jaw. Lips gently seal. Tongue resting gently on the palate of your mouth. Soften all the muscles of your face. And start to scan your body. From the tips of your toes, all the way out through the crown of your head. Noticing areas you're holding on to. And now letting go. And allow your mind to relax. Any thoughts you're still holding on to, put them aside and focus on your breath. Allow your mind and body to experience complete relaxation. And for any healing that needs to take place to happen now. begin to bring your awareness back into the room. Deepen your breath. Slowly waking your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Your time, you can slowly draw your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees into your heart and give yourself a great big birthday hug for taking the time to honor your mind, body, and spirit. And keeping your eyes closed, you can roll over to your favorite side into a fetal position. And again, in your time, you can slowly press yourself up to sitting. You can cross our legs. Bring hands on knees, palms gaze up. Lengthen your spine and allow your heart to lift. And acknowledge the change in your mind and body. Filled now with positive energy to take with you and to share that positive energy with others. Now let's end with a deep inhale. Sweep your arms above your head. Bring palms together and draw them down to your heart center. The divine in me honors the divine in you. May there be peace in your heart and the world around you. Namaste. And thank you so much today for sharing your birthday with me. Happy birthday to you and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care for now and we'll see you back here soon.